Welcome, guys, to part 2 of our Best of E3 2015 here on youtube.com/Improv Gaming. Our first part, we had Best Press Conference, which won to Bethesda and all that. If you want to check out the rest of the categories, check out the part 1 video.
Nintendo was the runner-up.
Nintendo was the runner-up. That's just one of 9 categories in total for part 1, so you can check out the other 8. But here's part 2. We got a lot of big stuff coming up. But as always, I'm joined with the biggest Zelda fan, Mr. Jeremy Bird.
How are we doing again?
And the most fabulous ponytail in the business.
It is fabulous. It's supposed to be the best ponytail. You screwed up the line, damn it.
How's
it going, everybody?
Nice
and
job,
I'm Pete.
Sheldon.
I'm just getting mauled by each corner of the world today. Big stuff. Before we get into the second half of our Best of E3 2015, remember, tomorrow we will be streaming Batman Arkham Knight for your enjoyment.
Oh, cannot wait. Oh, yeah.
I've been watching all these gameplay videos on it. Absolutely. The reviews have been great. The only one, GameSpot gave it a 7.
Because GameSpot are morons.
Yeah. But
and if you guys sponsor us, we're sorry. I'll take that back.
But IGN, high praises, Game Radar, everything. Definitely check out the game. And you can find all of that on twitch.tv/improvcap. We'll have a little up on the screen.
Be there or be square.
So definitely keep that in mind. The time is probably be around 7, 8 o'clock. We'll keep you posted. Make sure you follow on the Twitter and our Facebook, and we'll let you know about the time.
We'll drop one up news if anything.
Exactly.
There we go.
So moving on. We're going to hit off strong, guys. What was the best Xbox One game of 2015 E3?
Not a game,
Really?
but a device. It's called HoloLens. I think what Xbox did, or Microsoft, I should say, did, was make something that is unobtrusive. It's like 3D glasses. People are used to the 3D glasses, and it's just about as clear as the 3D glasses. It's not like this mainframe that freaking sucks your face into it. So I think what they did with HoloLens really just blew me away.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
But it's not just an Xbox thing. It's also part of the Windows 10 project as well. So, that being said, I think your conference sucks if the best part of it is a tech demo.
And here we go again.
Well, our runner-up was Gears of War 4.
Yes.
They gave us a little taste. Definitely looking forward to that.
That looks... I just want to say, it looks like a combination of Gears of War and Resident Evil. It actually looks a little more darker and creepier than the previous one.
Definitely.
And that would hook me in. That's a game, from like what I saw with the demo, that's a game I play with the lights off. Just to get the little bit of shock value.
See, and Xbox did it right over PlayStation, where they said holiday 2016, you'll see Gears of War.
Oh, it's around Christmas time.
They actually gave you dates and times that you can expect.
They have an
games.
idea.
Yeah.
We're just going to rip on Sony constantly, folks. Deal with it.
But definitely, Xbox came out swinging with this press conference.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely highly recommended. Definitely better than a couple of years ago when they just dropped the ball totally. But definitely...
Still have to wait to see the backwards compatibility.
Yeah, backwards compatibility, I know. But we'll see.
If you're actually playing a game that is backwards compatible on an Xbox One, let us know in the comments. Please do, because I sincerely believe it to be a myth.
Well, they say they have Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie's up there that you can play right now. I think they said Mass Effect is one of them.
Have you met somebody that is currently playing them backwards compatibly?
No.
Okay, it is a myth.
Like you said, let us know in the comments.
No, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are part of the rare 30th anniversary, dude.
Yeah, but no, they said that on the Xbox, as it starts right now, that there's about 23 games that are available.
You're right.
And 2 of them are the Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. But the rare 30 on 30, definitely a high recommendation
I'm getting
for
that
the Xbox One. 30 rare games. Conker's Bad Fur Day, Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Darts. For $30, sign me up.
Dollar game, I'll take it.
Definitely one of the pleasant surprises, should I say, at Xbox.
Yep.
It wasn't the biggest thing. It wasn't the backwards compatibility. It wasn't Gears of War. It wasn't Halo. But it was a nice little thing to say, hey, for all the fans who have been wanting this, here you go. $30, 30 games, I'm sold.
The way they did it was really good with the banners, like of the different game. I was just like, what the hell? I'm like, whoa. All right, we got a game here. So
But part 2, we're going to keep delivering big categories. And coming up is one of my favorite genres, if anything, best shooter.
Best shooter.
And by far,
Doom.
Yep.
I had to agree. I had to. There was nothing else that compared to Doom. The hype, the anticipation, and just what you saw in that gameplay trailer, I guess.
It was like 10 minutes of them just going, destroying stuff, killing stuff,
showing the different weapons.
What you saw in there was just phenomenal.
I can't wait to use that chainsaw. That thing is just destructive looking.
I was a big fan of Halo 5, and I'm excited for it. But that gameplay demo they showed just
lackluster.
Didn't hit me where it should have. And seeing Doom and him just taking the leg and beating the crap out of the guy, and the chainsaw, and just all this action, and like just absolutely beautiful. And then going into hell and seeing, so excited. Spring 2016 cannot get here fast enough for me, ladies and gentlemen. Expect many streams from Improv Cap and IPG Jaybird on that game.
And if you guys really think we were going to say the next Call of Duty Black Ops 3,
nope, not going to happen.
Nope, the runner-up is a game that I'm not going to lie, I lost my faith in.
And it's still not Call of Duty. Deal with it.
I lost my faith in because it kept getting delayed. But you are a big fan of this.
I was a huge fan of it. Division looked phenomenal when they went into that blackout zone or whatever they wanted to call it.
Yeah.
Where now you're in this cooperative multiplayer and it's actually either or, where your teammates can actually betray you. Yeah. And the part that I loved the most about it was that they were able to accomplish what Destiny couldn't. And that was a seamless integration of online play.
Absolutely.
Where you could just, like you would if you were in an actual MMO, just join a party that was there. Instead of like requesting to join the party and then getting booted to orbit and coming back down to where they were in their mission. It was, I see some people there, maybe I can join them. And you can legitimately join them. And then at the end of, and it adds that
where it's like, can you trust them? Can you not?
Can you trust them? Can you not? So this dark zone becomes a player kill area, like most of you MMO players are very familiar with, where it's like, what are they going to do? Should I keep my targets on them? Okay, they're going after the enemy. All right, let's go after the enemy together.
Yeah, you have that standoff.
It was really, really good. It
surprised me a lot.
This game kept getting delayed, but seeing this, and then at the end, when you're about to be extracted, and they're like, "Come on, man," and he just turns on them, and just runs away. I'm like, well done.
I was like, wow, what?
If you guys know, last year I was a big fan of Rainbow Six Siege, and I still am. I think it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait for the beta. September.
Give me beta. That's all he was saying.
Give me my beta. Give me my... I knew they were going to give a beta. It was just when they were going to give it to me.
Oh, it was so funny watching you just do that. Give me beta already.
That and Beyond Good and Evil 2 I went crazy on. But definitely check out Division, because that just looks just as good. I mean, both shooters, absolutely fantastic. Cannot wait. We move on to platformers, which... Indulge me, guys, because I need to talk about this.
For God's sake.
The winner, Unravel.
Oh, God.
Absolutely fantastic. Let me tell you what's great about this game.
Oh, God.
It's amazing.
He knows nothing about this game except for the excitement that the guy had.
The excitement that the guy had.
You don't even know the guy's name.
Greatness.
Greatness.
Awesome, man.
Nervous, as I was calling him. He's like,
he was so excited, and it showed you on the screen. Transcended through the screen, and just with Yarny, which is amazing, and I love platformers. I mean, I loved Limbo, and this obviously is completely opposite from Limbo, but absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, because you see the 2D plane, but you see the design in the background, that beautiful. I just remember the scene with the flowers and absolutely cannot wait to play this platformer. You know, if Ratchet & Clank was at E3, I probably would have said Ratchet & Clank, but by far, Unravel is my game to watch and my personal game of the show, which we'll get into at the end of this.
And the runner-up, which I'm very looking forward to, is Mario Maker.
Mario Maker.
I know everybody's saying, wait a minute, it's a building game. What are you going to do, build stages and just look at them? No, you're going to build stages as tough as you can, and you're going to try and beat your own stages or challenge your friends.
And it's nice because it has the first Mario, the third Mario game. It
has the Super Nintendo ones.
Yes, Mario.
It has all the different kinds of Marios that you
throughout
can get.
the ages.
And I think it might be because they were talking about how it was a design tool that they were using and it got so advanced that they were like, well, we could release this as a game. So it might even be a thing where you can download or get season passes for like the newer levels that they have. So it looks very interesting. But the only reason that it didn't get Best Platformer, in my opinion, is because it is a studio. It is not an actual game.
And plus, Unravel just looks so much better.
Oh, for God's sakes.
In my opinion, the reason why it didn't get...
Alright, I'm going to squash this now. The special edition is going to come out and he's going to have a stupid little yarn figure sitting on his shelf.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to show you guys the unboxing of it. I expect unboxing.
I get stupid yarn game.
Hey. Yoshi, Kirby, come on. They're not, they may be yarn, but come on.
Well, no, it's wool, smartass.
Same premise, same preference. If you played Epic Yarn, you're going to play Yoshi's game. Best trailer.
Best trailer.
Which was a tough one, I think.
Oh, man.
For the runner-up.
It was.
Let's set the mood. You just showed up. We recorded the last reaction. We went downstairs to watch, what was it?
Ubisoft.
It was
Ubisoft.
We go sit down, and what comes on of all things?
What was it? It was Cartman.
Yep.
At his computer, and I was like, no, they're not. They're not going to ruin my life again, are they? And the first thing he says, or the first thing that Butter says is, are we really doing this again? And Cartman goes, what are you talking about? The last one was barely a game. It lasted 4 hours, and you could barely even call it an RPG. And I was like, oh, they knew the mistake that they made. Yes! And they came out with South Park Fractured But Whole.
Oh my God!
Great title.
Awesome title. It's no longer going to be the
Look at him.
I'm excited. It's no longer going to be the Lord of the Rings parody that South Park has been running with.
This is what got me.
Going to be Coon and Friends. Oh,
yes!
It was amazing.
Mysterion.
Oh God.
As soon as wait a minute, we're in wrong costumes because Professor Chaos showed up, and I'm just like, no. I'm
He's like, wait a minute, we're playing the wrong game, and they go off screen and come back, and it's Coon and Friends, and I was like, oh,
yes.
Even to the end when they're like, you can pre-order this game now, and you just hear Butters go, oh yeah, that's a good idea because it was delayed.
Oh yeah, we're gonna try this again.
And then,
oh my God,
Matt and Trey came out and said, we said we weren't going to do another one, but we learned our mistakes. You could tell it's going to be just great and epic. Definitely by far best trailer.
They said at the end of that, they were just like, yeah, we realized when we finished the game up that this game kind of sucks. We're actually what did they say?
They said we're actually getting good.
We actually figured out how to make a good video game.
Thank you. That's what I was, yeah.
We just figured out how to make a good video game, so we decided we're going to make another one. Yep. And we're going to make it good this time.
There you go.
So they agreed with me.
You did call. Who won Best Press Conference?
Nintendo was the runner-up.
But the runner-up, not to be taken away, was...
Gigantic. Which looked very visually appealing. It was like Team Fortress meets The Last Guardian. Or something along those lines.
Oh, that's going to bug me. What is it? It's, like not Last Guardian. Yeah, it's Team Fortress, but you have, like, animals or something.
It's like as if you had a summon from Final Fantasy come up and pop up behind you and kind of take care of some of your dirty work for you. But it looked more like a cooperative thing where it wasn't just the summon came up and just, decimated whatever was in front of you. It was like your summon came up and now you and your summon were fighting this thing together.
Just so great looking trailer, just very, very intriguing game.
Very visually appealing. So I think there was like 4 or 5 different classes that you could pick from. It looked really stunning.
A lot of great trailers, I have to say. This year, a lot of great trailers, but in the end, those two definitely stuck out in our minds.
Yep.
We're coming down to the final 5, guys. This is going to be very... This is when it gets a little more argumentative for us. Yeah. Especially next category.
This next category.
Best strategy.
Best strategy. I guess nobody wants to say it. I guess I have to say it.
It was...
The World of Final Fantasy.
The World of Final Fantasy. I argued the hell out of this point. And the winning point was you had all the characters of all the Final Fantasies finally meeting up. I understand It's very kid-like. It's very childish. But they're going...
Like you.
Ha! I missed. Anyway.
Obviously.
No, I missed.
Yeah. It's very childish. It's very kid-like. It's very... But at the same time, it's them taking on a new role. And I'm sure that this whole, like, stacking your character Legend of Zelda thing that they're going to do is going to benefit you in the fights, in the timed, or the real-time strategy kind of deal that they're going to do. I thought it looked great. I thought that it was a nice change of pace. They're putting out Final Fantasy VII. I've been waiting for another Final Fantasy, so this is going to kind of serve to quell my appetite for a little while.
It visually looks like a really good game, and it's got an interesting concept. I'll definitely check it out. It just... the reason I give the game props, like you said, it's original, it's a new IP. I may be saying that wrong. It's a new concept, but the thing is... I just find it funny that they trolled the hell out of everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And like, literally, him and I are looking and we're like, oh my god, it's gonna be, what was it, Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, I'm just like laughing hysterically. And then
World of Final Fantasy.
And then the guy literally goes, yeah, no, here's what you really want to see. Here's what you came for, and literally I'm just like, and Kingdom Hearts 3, here we go.
I loved how, like, they open up World of Final Fantasy, right? And it looks like Roxas running, and even still, you're like, it could be. No, it's not. It's not at all.
Because no one cares about Roxas. It's the truth. No one does.
If I was a 7-year-old, I would be excited for World of Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay. But yours is? Yours is?
The runner-up is Paper Jam.
Paper Jam.
Mario Luigi
okay.
Paper
That's
Jam.
so much better. You're right. I'm so sorry.
That takes skill.
It's two really good franchises put together, which I'm very excited.
A Final Fantasy game doesn't take skill? We're getting into an argument on the next couple of episodes.
Oh, for God's sakes.
It begins. Hey, you gonna pick up the new Destiny expansion?
Yes, I am.
Are you gonna play it?
That has yet to be seen, but I will pick it up.
But moving on, we're excited because I was really excited about this category. Biggest sandbox.
Yeah, hold on one sec. He wouldn't shut up about Unravel. He won't shut up about this game.
No Man's Sky. I've said it 103,000 times.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. But, or how about 5.6 billion times? How about that? I've said it that many times.
Little cold near.
All right? Because that's about as many hours of game or years of gameplay you'll get out of this game.
That game looks amazing. Like, just for how big and literally, like...
I think this was the first time that the guys got to actually see the scope of the game and really understand how vast the world is in that game. Because it's not a world. It's a galaxy, and it's
the universe.
And I remember sitting there watching this, and I was like, go ahead, check it out, just shh, look. And he I don't remember his name, but from the guy from Hello Games goes, all right, so now we're gonna like fast travel to another spot, and then he fast travels to the other spot, and then they go, and then he's like, well, we just discovered this, so this is gonna be Planet E3, and then he goes, but you know what? That's not the best part. I want to show you the scope of where it is you're traveling in. And all of a sudden, he pans out, and you see the galaxy. And then you see the stars. And then you see other stars. And then he's like, now, keep in mind, and he stops, and he goes, keep in mind that all those white dots are suns. And around those suns are planets. And you can explore every single one of them in detail. And then all of a sudden, he goes, and zooms out, and you see an entire galaxy. And he's like, and right there is the center of the galaxy. And that's where everybody's trying to get. And these guys were just like, what? And that was my favorite part, was the reaction from these guys when they're like, oh.
Yeah, no, you're close. He was like, this is where everybody wants to be, and we're over here. And I'm just like, whoa. And then what I liked he did was he goes, I'm just going to go over here. I don't even know this place. I've never been to this one. We've done this because we tested it, but here's a new discovered planet, and it's just like, you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But on the runner-up side, from Square Enix...
Just Cause 3.
Just Cause 3.
That game looks... Oh, man.
Just a whole bunch of fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's very hard.
It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Go on.
No, please.
It reminds me of Sunset Overdrive, where you're there to have a good time, but the key part is just having fun. It looks like they're going to give you a grappling hook and a gun and be like
Parachute.
Now,
parachuting.
I don't remember if in the second one they had that feature where you could link things with your.
You didn't. It's first for
this is the first one, right? I could have sworn that they had a feature where you could link them and it would slingshot the item over to the wall. I swear it had that. But what I like about it is that they brought in a wingsuit. Do you remember playing Just Cause? Did you guys play Just Cause?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes? Do you remember trying to learn how to fast travel in that game?
Oh.
Do you remember how difficult it was?
God.
It was. It was so difficult to learn how to fast travel in that game. So, bringing the wingsuit in there where you just hit your grappling hook, you swing into a wingsuit and you just fly off, makes it so much better. And I love the one scene where he's in the wingsuit, he's traversing the sky, and you see his arm go out, and he hits it, and he pulls himself, and then he starts flying even more. And I was like, yes, that's gonna be epic.
Definitely 2 games to keep an eye on. And December 2nd, I think, is what they announced for Just Cause 3.
Yep.
Still no announcement on No Man's Sky, which is disappointing, to say the least.
They should give something, hopefully, by next year. Moving on, we got, I think, the top 3 ones right now.
Yes.
And we're going to begin with biggest surprise. No surprise here. Backwards compatibility.
Yep.
That was the biggest surprise. The only reason I even agreed that this was the biggest surprise was because I cannot believe that somebody had the nads to show up at E3 with that as an announcement.
The crowd's reaction was unbelievable. It was just like, I remember hearing, now it's going to become backwards compatible. You see everybody go, what?
What?
I'm just never more gas in one shot. I'm just like, wow.
Quick, do you think Sony needs to have backwards compatibility?
No, absolutely
if this
not.
works out.
I read an article that said the best possible explanation for the backwards compatibility and why it's such a huge flop is because now it shows that Microsoft is thinking about the past and not the future. So now you're going to get all these games that are backwards compatible that everybody's going to get for free, and the developers probably aren't going to be on board with that. And the game titles that you're going to try to push on them isn't going to be as effective as the game titles that they've already played. So really, you're just going to try to milk a franchise until it's dead.
Yep.
So that's all you can really do with that kind of momentum of looking back. Whereas Sony is bringing something new to the table, and they're not looking forward. You know.
Yeah.
Quick runner-up is Final Fantasy VII Remake. We talked about it in length in the past couple of minutes and last video.
I've talked to my buddies about this. I literally asked them at work, what was the big surprise? Someone said Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm like, that wasn't a surprise.
There was nothing surprising about that.
It's been announced already.
Who's saying that Kingdom Hearts is surprising?
Yeah, my buddies.
If they put a release date and it was this year, that would have been a surprise.
Then it would have made
that would have blown me out of the water.
We did not see Final Fantasy VII coming, so Kingdom Hearts, sorry, you got shoved to the back burner, guys. But yeah, so
Nintendo, Mr. Bird.
All right, best Nintendo, which I was very happy for, is Star Fox Zero.
It looks beautiful.
And I'm gonna say this again: you have Mario, Zelda, Kirby games, Yoshi games, but you don't get a Star Fox game very often. And the last 2 out of 3 have just been stinkers to me. They've been good games, but they just haven't been like.
It looks like it's bringing back the 64 that was just great about it.
You're gonna go back to you're gonna be like the Origins. You have the old team together. You're gonna meet like Andros. You're gonna battle Star Wolf for the first time. You're gonna meet up with General Pepper. I love stuff like that, like Metroid Zero Mission.
Nostalgia.
Yeah. I'm big on it.
I like what they said in the conference where they were saying that you got to look at your roots and kind of change along with the future, and they really brought it in Star Fox Zero where you're going back to what was a successful title for that franchise, and you're changing it up a little bit.
The air to ground thing, not quite crazy about the chicken walker looking thing.
Yeah, not
give it
crazy
time.
about
You
that.
gotta see.
But the Landmaster to the R-Wing, you seen the tank just flip off and just turn into the R-Wing. I'm just like, oh, baby, there we go.
Yep.
And the runner-up, which I'm actually very happy for and looking forward to, is Yoshi's Woolly World.
Definitely looks cool. Nice demo. The amiibos are going to be plush.
Yeah, they're actually going to be plush. The woman spent time. I guess she was something of a publicist or something like that for Woolly World. And she wanted to know what she could bring to the table, so she started making little woolly Yoshis, and she brought them in, and everybody loved them. Yeah. And they were like, you know what? We're going to make a plush amiibo. Oh, that's gonna be like the hardest amiibo to ever find.
No.
Ever.
No, ever really?
There's a lot out there, but someone did recently, they say in France, destroyed the first shipment. For some
Yeah,
reason,
I
which
heard
is-
about that.
That's messed up.
I heard about that. That's really
Yeah,
screwed
I
up.
don't. Okay, like the thing is, it's blue, red, and green are the amiibos that are coming out. I think they're gonna do a package deal with like one amiibo each, but I'm gonna have to get a set of 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have.
I gotta say, Nintendo did a great job on their conference.
They were the
because-
runner-up.
Yeah.
But who won?
What? I'm sorry? I'm
Is it on death over there?
I can't hear out of this ear. All I heard out of this ear was Nintendo was the runner-up. They did a great job because me being who I am, and you guys know who I am, I'm actually considering buying a Wii U because of Nintendo's conference. I am. I'm considering.
They're gonna get less expensive, so I'll just wait it out.
Yeah, just wait for
Yeah,
that.
I know. And it's funny because being that I'm a gamer and I know that the NGX is coming out. What is
NX.
NX, whatever.
Code name.
Which
but-
they
yeah,
said
the
that
code
more
names.
will be in 2016, which
Yeah,
is nice.
They'll
fine.
announce more. They're like, oh, we're not going to talk about this console. We're going to talk about the Wii U.
It's
Which
only-
was, let's get it out of the way. They did that immediately. They were like,
Yeah.
we're not talking about the NX. We're not talking about that. That's next year. Now let's talk about Wii U and what we're going to do this year. So that was really nice. But even with that being said, knowing that there's another console that's going to come out very shortly, I still want to get a Wii U.
Awesome.
We come to that moment. The biggest category of the episode, Game of Show. But before we say who wins, we're going to give you the runner-up.
The runner-up for best game was Star Wars Battlefront.
Absolutely amazing demo.
Oh.
Absolutely amazing. Just, obviously you were different. They were different people playing, but to go from the land, you can see that you could be the biggest machines. You can be the TIE fighters. You can go and become Luke. And just at the end with that lightsaber battle with Vader.
Oh,
and
man, just...
And then it's coming out, the 11th. No. It's the week after, the 11th. It's coming a week after,
It was a week
Fallout.
after something, yeah.
Fallout 4, which is coming out on the 4th. So it's coming out the 11th, 11, 15. Definitely, it was so close, but we all agreed that the game of show for E3 2015 surprisingly was, because they had the worst press conference, but they had the best game in.
And it was Horizon Zero Dawn. That game won the show. I am sorry.
Oh,
Don't-
but
don't-
it's
dude, it's
absolutely-
your opinion, bro.
Well, it's our opinion. Right? Can we concur on that one?
Oh,
Yeah, we
absolutely.
agree.
It's our opinion that Horizon stole the show. It is a visually beautiful game. The mechanics of it looked very, very smooth. You have kind of the best of everything, where you have to be stealthy, like in Metal Gear Solid. You have your bow and arrow, like your
These mammoth enemies.
like in Gears of War.
Yep.
You know, like you get the best culminating factor. Plus, you get a Turok game.
Yep. Definitely. It's one of those games where I think about more and more, and I get that much more excited. And it's Guerrilla Games. I mean, they're not doing Killzone, which is great. You know, Killzone, great series, you know. But
Yeah.
to get something, a new IP, and it just blow everybody out of the water, absolutely fantastic.
Looks amazing.
But that will end our second part of the best of E3 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
We do want to know what you thought was the best of E3. Feel free to leave those in the comments.
Let us know. What do you think? Do you think Final Fantasy Remake was the best? Do you agree that some press conferences were better than others?
Nintendo was the runner-up.
And do you agree that some conferences kind of really went in the toilet this year?
I'm curious to see what the fans think about Sony. What do our fans think about Sony's press conference? Did you love it or did you hate it?
My friend loved it, and I'm just like, what?
Public has spoken. I'm telling you. The Final Fantasy, and this was an argument that we had kind of right before we filmed our reaction to Sony, was that Final Fantasy blew them out of the water. You guys don't agree because you're not Final Fantasy fans.
I can agree that it's a momentous game, but you had to give something more than that.
To fans of the franchise, that was enough. And to fans of Sony, that was enough. That was more than enough. And that's how I feel about it. Overall, though, it wasn't a good conference. That game was nice to see that they were working on it, but it wasn't in-your-face conference.
Yeah, no, it was very lackluster and laid back.
But let us know in the comments all what you thought about E3 2015. And remember, tomorrow on Tuesday, June 23rd, we will be live streaming Batman on Improv Cap. That's IMPROVKAP. One word.
Because we've never spelt it out for them before.
Yeah, I don't think we ever have.
You're right. The banner on the bottom that says Improv
Cap,
it's spelled out.
I write it on a piece of paper and I hold it up. That's how I do it.
But that's going to wrap us here. Please like and subscribe to the video. You can find us, if you're watching this, obviously on youtube.com/improvgaming. And what's the rest of all that, Jasmine?
You could also find us on Instagram at improv_gaming. You can find us on Twitter at improv_gaming. You can email us at improvgamers@gmail.com. And you can... I think that's it, actually.
What about Facebook, guys?
You said like us on Facebook, didn't you?
No.
Okay, like us on Facebook.
Oh, God.
Improv Gamers... Improv Gaming, space between the two words.
There we go.
He's just throwing me off all day today.
He's just mad about the conference. Thank you
conference?
guys.
Why would I be mad? Nintendo was the runner-up.
On that note, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week for our brand new Games Cast. And as always, game on.
At 2015, what was the best conference last year?
Nintendo, I believe, was the runner-up.
I believe, if I'm right, let me go back to my notes. Nintendo was the runner-up.